Chris Jones from AllOrNothing Fitness and Nutrition. I've received quite a few questions from people over the last few days, so we're going to talk about that today in this third vlog. General motivation for the gym, pre-workout supplement recommendations, and also macronutrient splits. I'll also give an update on my own progress at the end of the video, so let's get into it. So gym motivation in general. So this question came from my good friend Colin, who lives out in Singapore. And you were mentioning that you find it hard to get motivated after a day at work in school to actually go to the gym and work out after it. So a few kind of tips I can give on this is because we all have those days where we just don't feel like going to the gym, but we know we need to push through and actually get the workout in. So there's a number of things you can do. First of all, I'd also make sure that you stay fully hydrated throughout the day. And you probably know this from living in Singapore. The climate requires you to drink a lot of water to stay hydrated throughout the day. If you're dehydrated at any point, you're going to feel lethargic and you're going to feel drained of energy, and you're not really going to want to go to the gym. I'd also consider making sure you have a decent amount of carbohydrates in whatever meal that you have pre-workout, so before you go to the gym. And this can be anything from some white rice or potatoes, or it can be some fruits that can basically give you that energy you need for when you go into the gym. I'd also recommend maybe walking to the gym, and that can get your cardio out the way before you get to the gym. It also gives you time to get your head straight, get focused. Maybe if you've got a good gym playlist, you can listen to that on your walk to the gym, and that can get you in the right frame of mind and kill your workout. So I'd recommend definitely using that time before getting to the gym to get yourself into the right mindset, and anything that you can pull on for motivation. I've got a really good playlist that I use for going to the gym, and I usually play that in the car when I'm driving to the gym. Another thing you can do is set yourself goals. Because a lot of people I see going to the gym and they're just aimlessly going through the motions. They've not really got anything in mind. They know they want to work chest, so they'll go in and do a few sets of various exercises, but you don't actually see them really pushing themselves. So I tend to always have like one exercise or two that I maybe want to hit a PB. Like today when I was in doing bench press, dumbbell press for chest. I went for the 55k dumbbells again, and I've struggled with them in the past. I was determined I wanted to get at least 5 reps, and I'd been thinking about that during the day, and I got the 5 reps. So I was quite happy with that. So having goals going into the gym, I think, can really help. Another option which I use quite a lot are pre-workout supplements, which I'm going to talk about later on in the video because someone asked me about recommendations. So pre-workout supplements are really good to take maybe half an hour before the gym. They do obviously provide you with a caffeine boost. They can give you that immediate energy spike. They also have various other ingredients in them that I'll go through when I'm talking about the recommendations that I'm going to give. And I've had a bit of look online, and there is a website in Singapore called the Supplement Warehouse. I'll put the link below that you can actually go and look and get the supplements ordered in Singapore, and they are very well priced. I've had a look considering what they are in Britain and elsewhere in Europe. They're very competitively priced throughout the market, so I would definitely look at getting a pre-workout and maybe taking it on those days where you're feeling a bit lacking in motivation. So pre-workout supplements. People that know me and have been at the gym with me know over the years I've taken a lot of different pre-workout supplements, probably upwards of 30 different brands and types, and so I think I've got quite a good idea of which ones work for me and which ones don't, which ones to avoid. And I'll go through three different ones that I have at the moment that I can recommend for you. The first one is Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Pre-Workout. Now this is from a company, Optimum Nutrition, who are basically one of the largest supplement companies in the market just now. They are an award-winning company for lots of different products that they have in their product range. And this particular pre-workout I've been taking for a while now. It does provide a good amount of caffeine, but not to the point where you're going to have that crash later on after it, which a lot of pre-workouts do give you this crash after your workout and after the caffeine wears off. Um, it does taste really good, despite a lot of the what a lot of people say about pre-workouts, and they taste horrible and they don't mix very well with the water. The gold standard one does mix very well, and it does actually taste quite good, and it's a good thing to have on the way to the gym. They do have other things in them, other ingredients that are really good, and a lot of people overlook them. One of them, which is one of my favourites, is beta-alanine, and beta-alanine basically is a lactic acid buffer, so it allows you to basically get an extra few reps in when you're working through your sets. It delays that lactic acid onset, so that burn that you feel, and it lets you push out a few more reps. It also has citrulline malate, which is a nitrous oxide booster. It dilates the blood vessels, and increases blood flow in the body, and it can help give you that pump that you feel in the gym. And particularly in this pre-workout, the Optimum Nutrition, I have actually experienced that in the gym myself, and I do use this one quite a lot. So I would definitely recommend Optimum Nutrition's Gold Standard pre-workout. Another one that I've tried, which is not as common on the market, but you can still get it, is Jet Fuse Nox by German American Technologies, or GAT. Now, this is an alternative one if you're not really into the stimulant side of the pre-workout and having too much caffeine. Then this particular one has a lot less caffeine in it. It's got some caffeine from green tea extract, and it's got the citrulline malate again and the beta-alanine. But it also provides some more natural energy sources. Taurine is one that gives you good energy and focus in the gym. It's also got branched chain amino acids in it, which a lot of pre-workouts don't have. But this basically gives your body the amino acids that it needs to help your body recover after an intense workout. So not only are you, from a pre-workout point of view, are you getting some good energy for going in, it also gives you that recovery assistance for when you leave the gym. When you're at your muscles are obviously needing these amino acids, these branched chain amino acids to help them recover. It also has glutamine, which is another good ingredient to help your body recover as well, and it also assists in boosting the immune system. And it does include waxy maize, which is a simple carbohydrate, which it will basically give you a kind of energy spike for going into the gym. It will raise your insulin levels, and it will give you that good, as I said, good energy for going into the gym. Less caffeine, so maybe not giving you as much jitters. Again, tastes quite nice and mixes quite well. It's maybe not as, doesn't taste as good, I think, as the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard, but it's definitely a good alternative if you're not really into the stimulant side of the pre-workout. A final one is again from Optimum Nutrition, and I've actually got a sample here. It's called Amino Energy. Now, this is maybe for the people that aren't really as much into the stimulants again. It does have caffeine in it, but not as much as the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard. And what they've done is they also provide some branched chain amino acids like the Jet Fuse. So again, your body's going to going to help your body recover when you leave the gym. And it also has the taurine and the glutamine in it as well. So it's a kind of happy medium between the high caffeine content of the gold standard and the really low caffeine content of the Jet Fuse Nox. So it's kind of in between. So I'd recommend any of those. They're priced quite competitively, and they're available from dolphinfitness.co.uk, and I'll have the link just below. And I shop there quite a lot for my pre-workouts, and their delivery service is really excellent, and I've not found anyone any better. So I'd recommend going to that website. So macronutrient breakdown. I got this question from a user called Faceless Bodybuilder on Instagram, and he was asking what my basic macronutrient splits were because I'm on a cutting phase. And the simple answer to that is it's very personalised in what macronutrient splits you use. It's based on a variety of factors such as your gender, your age, your height, your weight, your body fat, your general genetics and your body composition and your metabolic rate. So for me, um, it's worked out round about on a normal training day, I would have around about 30% carbs, with about 45% protein and about 25% fats, roughly. Um, so this is still giving me enough carbohydrates that I can get a decent workout in. So I've not lowered my carbs down to almost nothing, which a lot of people do, because at the end of the day, your body requires those carbohydrates to fuel your day-to-day activities and fuel your workouts. So it doesn't make much sense to cut them out of your diet completely. But as I stick to that diet over a course of a number of days, my body does become depleted over time. So I do have a kind of carb up day or a high carb day worked into my diet, where I'll have about 50% of my calories will come from carbs, um, and around about 30% from protein and about 20% from fats. So lowering the protein and the fats down, not to drastically low levels, but allowing me to bump my carbs up so that it fills the muscles with glycogen because I've been depleted over time, and it refuels me and gets me ready for the next week ahead, where again my body will drop back down to the normal macronutrient splits. So as I said, it's quite personal. There is a website that I can give the link to below. It's called 1% Edge, and that provides a good calculator that can really help you based on um, your own goals and your own body composition and your various measurements to generate your own macronutrient splits. So I'd recommend going there. It's quite accurate. And if you want any more information on diet plans or training or anything like that, you can contact me on Instagram. You can contact me directly on Facebook, and I'll be happy to maybe look at working with you and helping you put together a really good nutrition plan to help you reach your goals. So an update on my progress then. This week was my 10th week on my cutting diet, but as you might know from my Facebook posts, I did actually get a bit of a nasty bladder infection, which I think was a lot of it was down to my own fault, overdoing it, and my stress levels were getting quite high. So I think I worked myself a bit too hard, and I subsequently had to go on some penicillin, which I've just finished a week's course. And I found out from talking to a pharmaceutical expert who I know in the gym that it can cause a lot of water retention. It can cause your body to hold on to a lot of food longer, and basically hold on to all the resources it needs to allow the body to recover from the infection. So my weight has floated around during the week slightly higher than it was last week. So I'm not expecting any weight loss drop this week. I'm just cutting down my cardio as well at night. I haven't been doing any interval training during the week to let my body totally recover, and then I'll start again next week, the beginning of week 11. A lot healthier, been drinking a lot more water. I've reintroduced glutamine and BCAAs into my intra-workout drink, so that's obviously helping my body recover better. And I've had good results with those supplements in the past, so I went back to those. So I'll give another update soon on Facebook, but that's where I'm at just now. So as usual, if there's any questions or anyone wants any advice, just drop me some comments on Facebook or private message me, email me, or drop me some comments on Instagram, and I'll be happy to get back to you.